Welcome to the January 25th, 2019 edition of Bauer Bobcat News.
I'm Reese, and this is Madeline.
Before we get started, we would like to announce the winner of the 2018 Bauer Team Handball Finals.
And the winner is the Money-Making Ducks. They won in overtime in a close game over Team 2. It was a great game to watch.
Do you remember how fun it was to celebrate the 100s Day when we were in first grade?
Yeah, but did you hear that Miss Pesmezes made the 50th day of school special for the kindergartners this year? Check out a slide from Abby and Rylan.
We talked with Mrs. Pesmezes to learn a little bit about her inspiration for celebrating 50s Day with her class of kindergartners this year.
When Miss Pesmezes was a little girl, she dreamt of growing up in the 50s. She loved the music, the clothing, the pastime activities, so she really was able to live out one of her childhood dreams by starting up Bauer 50 Days.
Miss Pesmezes, along with all her parents, were excited to get the students to come to school all dressed in 50s attire. Some of the girls wore poodle skirts or scarves on their necks. The boys wore leather jackets and slicked back hair.
According to Miss Pesmezes, celebrating 50 Day builds math stamina for the kindergarten so the 100th day of school.
Along with the math skills, they also researched the 50s and compared the contrast clothing, cars, phones, music, and hobbies with those of the present time.
They made records and had sock hop where they learned some cool dances like the hen jive.
They topped it off by enjoying root beer floats.
What a cool day!
Thank you for the report, Abby and Rylan. It looks like they had a lot of fun.
Did you hear that Miss Kelleher's second graders have been doing surgery?
What? How is that possible? We better check in with Brody and Sarah to find out more.
In Miss Kelleher's class, the students have been learning about nonfiction text features by doing surgery. This is a group activity with 6 people in a group. There are 8 different patients, and the students had to figure out what was wrong with them. The kids also got to dress up as doctors.
An example of one of these patients' problems was not knowing the numbers of chapters in the page they're on. The students had to find a cure for the patient, which was the table of contents.
Mrs. Kelleher saw the cool idea on a blog. The other teacher said it was great, and her students were studying nonfiction text features, which was very convenient for her.
Her class did this project on December 4th. Mrs. Kelleher said her kids were excited and smiling. She thinks it will help with text features later in life.
We asked her if she was going to do it again next year, and she said yes because they had a lot of fun with it.
We also asked her if she thought the project inspired other teachers, and she told us they already asked to get copies because it looked really fun and they saw how engaged the students were.
Wow, that sounds like her class is learning in a pretty cool way. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a day to remember a very famous man.
Nami and Leela are here to tell us more about such an important historical figure.
Martin Luther King Jr. fought for African Americans' rights. He presented many speeches and peaceful protests.
One of his speeches was called the I Have a Dream speech. He was very brave because he stood up for what he believed in, even when a lot of people disagreed with him.
Martin Luther King Jr. was killed when James Earl Ray shot him at the age of 39 on April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. Ray spent many years in prison after he assassinated Martin Luther King Jr.
On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is on the 21st of January this year, we respect Martin Luther King Jr. and how he helped strengthen the rights for Black people.
He made a huge impact on America's African Americans, and also our world.
To honor Dr. King, the Bauer Production Club would like to present some of our favorite quotes from his famous speech.
I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with a new meaning.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing, land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring.
That is all for this week for Bauer Bobcat News.
This is Reese, and I am Madeline. Thank you for watching.